All right, welcome back. The countdown fully underway. New Year's Eve is just 2 days away. Of course, that means a lot of people are getting their champagne on. But what if you don't like champagne, whoever those people are? Don't worry. Nicole Young is here with some great alternatives. Nicole is the founder of Frisky Whiskey, a company that makes flavored whiskey. Nicole, welcome.
Good morning, Vanessa. How
It's
are
great
you?
to see you in
Good
person.
to see you in person this time.
Yes. So I was in Kentucky this past summer and I did a whiskey trail. Blown away.
Yes.
Right?
Welcome to the whiskey side.
Yes, I'm being brought over.
Yes.
So what do you have for us today?
So the first thing I have for you is if you're not into champagne but you want a bubbly sparkling wine, because it can still be bubbly and sparkling wine if it's not from the Champagne region of France. So a beautiful leading American sparkling wine. This is a Brut from California. This is the Gloria Ferrer Brut Sonoma. I'll pour a little bit. See those nice bubbles? This is very festive, very versatile, pairs well with anything that you could be serving on New Year's Eve. And like I said, it's not from the Champagne region, so it's technically not champagne, but it's still festive and fun and delicious.
Right. So on the scale from sweet to dry, where is this going to put us?
This is going to put us somewhere in the middle, very delicate. You've got bright flavors of citrus and apple in there, so it's going to give you the fizz and the fun that you want.
Awesome. What else you got for us?
So, a beautiful cava. This is the Freshenette. Me too. Cava is Spanish sparkling wine.
Yes.
This is the Freshenette Brut Negro cava. Very popular. This matte black bottle. You cannot go anywhere without seeing this. It's very easily accessible. This is a bright, beautiful cava. Lots of delicate bubbles. And they paired up with Jars by Danny this year. So if you want to serve something sweet and festive on the dessert side, you can do these beautiful jars. They're available for next day shipping if you visit jarsbydanny.com. The Freshenette Brut Negro Cava is only $13 a bottle. So anybody can enjoy and partake in that on New Year's Eve.
Perfect. Great with desserts.
Absolutely. Everything that you're serving on New Year's Eve. And you can try the dessert that they sort of paired with this year by Jars by Danny.
There we go. Perfection. Okay, so before we get into the mixed drinks, because we know we got to go there.
Yes.
Tell me about Frisky Whiskey. How did you get into the whiskey business?
So I got into the whiskey business by helping to develop this flavor back in 2016, actually. So it's been a long time in the process, but we launched in March. Frisky is a premium whiskey infused very lightly with pure caramel, all natural vanilla. I just want you to get a smell of this. Take a sniff.
Oh,
you enjoy that?
Tipsy already,
Even
just
if you're
the
not,
smell.
but very in a grown and sexy, subtle kind of way. Even if you're not a whiskey drinker, you can definitely enjoy this whiskey. It's available at lots of places. If you go to drinkfrisky.com, you can find it. It's also available at Total Wine. So if you don't want to do, let's say, a bubbly wine, but you still want something with the fizz and the festivities, you could mix up a cocktail. So I have a Frisky cocktail that goes really well on New Year's Eve. You just do ounces of Frisky. I like a heavy pour.
And as you pour that, I'm so curious. You mentioned, you've been working at this for some time. Anything good takes some time, right?
That's right.
How are you managing to compete? Because there's so many different options in the world of liqueur.
That's right. Well, whiskey is a very, very, very brisk category in the spirits industry. Flavored whiskey is a very, very brisk category within the whiskey space. Frisky is the highest rated flavored whiskey ever. The only flavored whiskey to ever score 95 out of 100 at the Ultimate Spirits Challenge. So we consider ourselves not necessarily in competition with other whiskeys, but we like to bring people along who don't necessarily drink whiskey. And this drink will definitely give you that sort of idea. This is a sparkling Frisky sour.
So you got the whiskey in there.
So I have the whiskey in there. I added some orange juice, some lemonade, and then to give it the bubbles, you top it with some club soda.
There we go.
Right? And if you're more of a tequila person, let's say, and you still want to have that vibe, Patron Silver and soda. I'm going to add some soda. This is 2 ounces of Patron Silver right here. You add your club soda. You get your bubbles right there. You garnish this with some lime. And what's great about this cocktail, so this is a good cocktail for New Year's Eve, but apparently it's also really good for people who are of the Libra sign, because Patron has this whole list of cocktails. You have to check it out. Today's the start of Mercury in retrograde.
No
so
wonder.
Everything's about to go crazy. Exactly. But Patron has a whole list of cocktails that are designated by zodiac sign. So Libras like simple things, simple elegance. This drink is great for that. It's great for New Year's Eve as well.
Perfect. And for people who maybe do not like alcohol, myself, I'm expecting, so I can't quite libate as fully as I would like. What are our options?
You can still celebrate with
Yes.
something non-alcoholic. I love Martinelli's. Martinelli's is a staple at New Year's Eve and all year round for anybody who wants something that's sparkly and fun, but without the alcohol.
Right.
The kids can enjoy it. Someone like yourself who's expecting can enjoy it, but you still get all those bubbles and all
You
that
can pretend.
deliciousness. Look at that. You can pretend. You don't have to pretend. You can just do your own thing. Cheers.
Oh my gosh.
I'd like for you to try that.
Nicole. Question for you. For people who maybe want to zest up their non-alcoholic wines, what can they add to it?
What I love to do is to play around with the garnishes. So you can do a fun garnish like this. A skewer of berries in there would be great. You could just drop a berry in. I have blueberries, raspberries, mint. You could garnish with a little bit of an orange slice. You could really do anything you want to make any of these drinks festive and fun. I like the slice of orange in that one. We have the wedge in there.
Kick it up a notch.
Always drop your raspberry in there, and you can always make it fun. It doesn't have to be just the bubbles themselves. You can even freeze your berries and just give it that little bit of extra something special and chill your drink in the process.
Everybody can celebrate. Of course, celebrate responsibly. Nicole Young, thank you so much for being with us. Great to see you, founder of Frisky Whiskey.